Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Arithmetic Lesson 144. Today we're going to start with some division. We have 720 divided by 6. Remember that 7 divided by 6 equals 1, and 1 times 6 equals 6, and 7 minus 6 equals 1, and 1 is less than 6. That's your compare part. 1 is less than 6, so we can bring down. We bring down the 2. We have 12 divided by 6 equals 2. 2 times 6 equals 12. 12 minus 12 equals 0. Now, some of you will think you're done, but the answer is not 12 because you still have another place value. You must use that place value. You must say that 0 divided by 6 equals 0. When we bring down that 0, you must divide it, okay? So you're left with 120 as your answer. In order to check and make sure, we need to take the answer, the quotient, multiplied by 6, and 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 equals 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 720. Let's go ahead and do one more. 4,302 divided by 6. 4 divided by 6, you can't do. 43 divided by 6, you can. And that is equal to 7. Excellent. 7 times 6 equals 42. And 43 minus 42, 1. And 1 is less than 6, so you can bring down. Now you have 10. 10 divided by 6 equals 1. 1 times 6 equals 6, and 10 minus 6 equals 4. Very good. 4 is less than 6. We can bring down. We bring down the 2. Now we have 42. 42 divided by 6 equals 7. Excellent. And 7 times 6 equals 42. 42 minus 42 is 0. Sorry. Okay, so your answer is 717. 717. So our check should be 717 times 6. 7 times 6 equals 42. Carry the 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1. 6 times 7 equals 42, plus 1 is 43. And your answer is the same. Okay. Today, we're going to do a little review. I wanted to show you this 1/12 written as a fraction. Sometimes we write it this way with this slash line rather than 1/12. We do this a lot in our typing world. If you see on a computer, you'll see a lot of these slashes. It's the same as putting 1/12. You just use that dividing line, that slash, to divide it. So 1/12 of 84, we should know, is 7. Very good, because 7 times 12 equals 84. And how about 1/3 of 33? We're going to divide 33 into 3. Good, 11. Now, what happens here? 1/4 of 42. Now, this might be a little bit tricky because it doesn't go in evenly. Okay, we've done this before, but just so you're aware, I can put it in a division sign like this. 42 divided by 4. That might help you because it's not exactly, it doesn't go in exactly. So 42 divided by 4, we say that 4 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now 0 is less than 4, so you can bring down the 2. And 2 divided by 4 is 0. Now we're left with 2 left over. When we write our answer, we use it as a fraction. 2 is our remainder, and 4 goes on as the denominator. So your answer should be 10 and 2/4. So using that same model, can you tell me what is 1/10 of 91? Think about it. 91 divided by 10. We know it goes into 9 times, and 1 is left over, and 1/10. Very good, 9 and 1/10. How about 1/8 of 20? Excellent, 2 and 4/8. Now, in the next couple lessons, you'll go back to reducing fractions, but this one we left as a 4/8. But just know that that should be reduced. How about 1/6 of 54? is 9. Very good. All right, so let's talk about that reducing to lowest terms. Let's say we had a fraction such as 8 over 40. Okay, 8 over 40. We know that 8 and 40 are both divisible by a number. What is the biggest number that they are divisible by? We know they're divisible by 2, but they're also divisible by 4. Yes. And what about 8? Yes. So when we divide the top and the bottom by 8, what do we get? Very nice. So we get 1 on the top and 5 on the bottom. 8/40 is equal to 1/5. Let's try one more. 6/8. What are they both divisible by? Good, 2. So we divide the top and the bottom by 2. And you're left with 3/4. Excellent job. All right, today we're going to do something a little bit new. In every multiplication problem we have ever seen so far, we have multiplied numbers by one-digit factors, such as this. 23 times 2 equals 46. Easy, right? Well, to work a problem, we're going to have another problem that looks much like the first one, okay? But the second factor is going to have a digits in the tens place, like so. So 23 times 32. They both are two-digit numbers, okay? To work this problem, we need to multiply the top factor by the ones digit and the bottom factor exactly as we just did in the first problem. So it's going to look like this. 23 times 2 equals 46. Same thing, right? Yes. Next, we're going to multiply that top factor by the tens digit of the bottom factor. So the 23 is going to be multiplied by 3. This is going to give us 2 answers. We call these answers partial products. Since we're multiplying by the factor in the tens place, we're going to write a 0 in the ones place in our answer. So this 0 must stay there. Sometimes people call it a spacer, or just add a 0, but you need that 0 because again, we're multiplying by the tens place. So everything we're multiplying must have that 0 in the ones place, okay? So it's going to look like this. We're going to do 3 times 3 is 9, and we're going to do 2 times 3 equals 6. Now, here's the big step. We're going to add these two partial products, okay? We're going to add them. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 4 plus 9 equals 13. Carry the 1 equals 7. Okay, we're adding. We need to add those first. It says multiply exactly as we did the first time. Only time, okay, we added that. Sorry about that. So again, let's do some practice on this, okay? We have 41 times 12. We're going to multiply 41 times 2. So 41 times 2 equals 82. Very good. Now, we're going to put our 0 in the ones place, and then we're going to multiply everything on the top by 1. So it's going to look like this. 0, and then 1 times 41 is 41. And then we add those two, what do we call them? Partial products. Very good. And you get 492. Let's try again. 31 times 14. We're going to multiply 31 times 4 is 124. And then we're going to put our 0 in the ones place and multiply 31 times 1. So what should that be? 310. Very good. And then those two are called partial products, and we add them together. And what should we get? Good. Excellent job. Let's try another one. We have 21 times 12. I'm making it easy for you with this 1 in the 10, aren't I? Okay, 21 times 2 equals 42. And 1 times 21 equals 21. And look how I did this. I need to have that 0. It's not 21, but it's 210 because I need that 0 in the ones place, excuse me. And what are these two numbers called? Partial products. Excellent. We're going to add them together to get 252. Good. Let's try another one. 78 times 11. First by the ones place is 78. Now by the tens place is 78 also. However, you need a 0 in the ones place, so 780. And what are they called? Partial products. What are the two numbers, 78 and 11, called? Factors. Very good. You guys are so smart. Go ahead and add those together, and you should get, excellent. You guys are quick too, 858. Very, very nice. Okay, let's do your classwork pages are on 287 and 288. And I know you're doing great. Please continue to keep up with your work, and we will see you back for lesson 145 tomorrow. You have a great day, boys and girls.